How are you doing?
I'm good. I had a oh my god, yesterday we went grocery shopping and then we cleaned up.
Mhm,
Like we started deep our goal was to deep clean. And
mhm.
then you start deep cleaning and then you start getting real fucking tired. And
Yeah,
you're like, yeah, I think I'm gonna quit because
yeah.
I had scrubbed so like the walls in our shower are tile. So
Mhm,
I had to like, scrub, the whole wall
mhm.
basically. And my arm was so cramped up, I was about to fucking die.
Yeah,
And then I was choking on the Clorox. I was like, bro, no, I cannot breathe. So then after that, I cleaned like the rest. Like, you know how my room is like the bathroom room and then the sink and the mirror and stuff. Then I had like, I deep cleaned all that. I cleaned out the cabinet and everything. I made it look all good and cleaned up the room, the kitchen. I didn't feel like cleaning that fucking stove because I was like, I'm not gonna clean it now because I'm about to cook anyway. So, and then I ended up, well, yeah, I did cook actually. I was gonna say I ended up not cooking. I did cook.
yeah.
And then I took the crates out of this bathroom and then I told Malik, I was like, that bathroom needs to get wiped down, but I'm not scrubbing 2 showers in one day. That shit was killing my arm. I was like, yeah, no.
Oh my
So
God.
it made me have a productive day today too, because then I continued the laundry I was doing.
Mhm.
Girl, why the water leaked all out of the washing machine?
What?
Yeah, I hope I didn't break it. Like I know sometimes that can accidentally happen, but I hope it's not because like I put too many clothes.
I don't know. I've that's never happened to me. I don't know.
I've seen it happen one time in our apartment in New York. Cause if I remember correctly, let mommy watch this and correct me if I'm wrong. Jillian was with us and she was washing her clothes
Mhm.
and the water like the suds started going all over the floor.
What
But this was water and it went down the hallway to my bathroom. I mean to my door, went into the bathroom, filled up the bathroom, down the hallway to Kai's house and
Wait,
up
how
to
did you
like
dry it?
almost
Use
where the
towels?
huh?
Use towels to dry it?
Yeah.
Oh my
I was
God.
fucking sweating because I was like scooting around trying to dry it. I used towels and I
You're on
had
the
to use
first
the
floor.
bath mat. What?
Good thing you're on the first floor.
Yeah. But I was like, oh shit. And I didn't even notice it. I was sitting right here with Kaya. I went over there to heat up my food to eat lunch. And I was like, what the fuck? And then I looked, and as I'm cleaning it, I see that it's like it traveled more and more and more. I was like, yo, how did I even see that from over
Yo. Was the load
here?
huge?
Huh?
Was the load huge?
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe that could have been it. I really don't know.
I don't know.
Maybe that could have been it though. Maybe like it made it have too much pressure.
Yeah, I hope I didn't break it. Now I'm scared. Well, actually, I bet I didn't break it because I just put clothes in the washer and it finished and it didn't leak. So I didn't break it.
Maybe the load was just too big then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But how was your day?
It was good. What did I do today? It wasn't that productive because I mean Milo wants to be on my hip, but it
Yeah.
was overall it was good. It was good.
Yeah.
His second tooth is popping out, so
I know.
hopefully once he finishes, like, well, when does the teething stage end? I guess never really until they get all
And then
their.
they get all their teeth. Probably like I wonder if Junie has all his back teeth and stuff. He probably does because he's two, but
So,
everybody's different, so I don't know.
but I don't know. We'd have to ask Paradise.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, just dealing with his like crankiness, and then when he gets like that, he just wants to be on my hip or on the boob, girl.
Now that now that Jonathan's back home, we
Hmm.
got to try to get Paradise on the Zoom
Yeah.
because she'll have time. You know, she'll have a couple minutes. But anyway, speaking of other moms, we wanted to talk about what to bring in your hospital bag when you're in labor. And that goes for you, your spouse, or your partner, or whoever is going to be in the delivery room with you that's staying the night, and the baby bag.
Yeah.
So this is my area of expertise because as like Amrelis's baby shower present, I made her hospital bag because I had made my own and I went without nothing, like I mean I didn't go without anything,
Yeah.
right? That's how you say it.
Literally, all I had to pack was a coming home outfit.
Yeah.
A coming home outfit and then Jamal's clothes.
Yeah.
That was it.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. The only thing I did miss was an extra outfit for Malik. That's the only thing I missed because I didn't think about it. Like I packed his pajamas, but I didn't pack him a going home outfit. So I didn't like that shit flew right over my head. I packed him fuzzy socks and everything for his pajamas, and I forgot the whole going home outfit. But yeah, other than that, I didn't miss a thing. So like when I pack, I like to break it down from head to toe. That's how I always pack. I was actually taught that like when I was a little kid, and it's just something that stuck with me forever. So everywhere I go, I don't miss a thing.
And I always make a checklist. Like days before I ever go anywhere, I always like put in my notes and like say like a week before a trip, I'll start like putting things that I know I need to pack or I want to pack, and then that way when I'm packing, I just check it off.
Yeah, exactly.
I forget nothing.
Like when I pack, I'm bad at like packing. You know, I don't know anybody who realistically packs a week before they go anywhere.
No.
I'm always the night before I leave, I'm packing.
I don't pack the night before. I'll pack the week of. Like if I'm leaving Friday, by Tuesday, Wednesday, I'm packing.
Yeah.
But I'll start my checklist like so like when we just went to the Dominican Republic, I started my checklist. We left October 1st. I probably started like 2 weeks ahead, but that was me like writing a checklist for me, Jamal, Milo, and then like that week of, I want to say we left on a Friday. That Sunday, I did Milo's, and then between Monday and Tuesday, I did Jamal and I's. That way, and then Wednesday, I did like my purse, like our passports, money, like all of that stuff that we need to like go out of the country. But no, not like 2 weeks ahead of time. That'll be too much to pack because you wouldn't even remember what's in there.
No, at all. And then on top of that, you're still wearing your clothes and stuff.
Exactly.
So, I just go ahead and do the laundry that night that I'm packing and pack everything that I need.
Yeah.
But anyways, so like I was saying with how I pack head to toe. So I think like hair, do I need shampoo, conditioner, brushes, scrunchies, little rubber bands, anything for your hair. Think hair and then think face. Like, okay, moisturizer for my makeup girls, everything for your face, toothbrush, lip gloss, Vaseline, Aquaphor, whatever. Like earrings. I mean, it's the hospital. I didn't pack earrings, but like, I'm just saying, like, I pack head to toe. Like, you got to pack like that. Literally, like, you get down to your neck. Like, am I bringing necklaces, chokers, a tie for the guys, like, whatever, things like that. But obviously, for your hospital bag is different. That's more like vacation or sleeping over somebody's house or something. But literally, the hospital bag gets like people overthink it, but it's all just simple essentials.
Yeah.
Depending on how long you stay there is the only difference. So like now with COVID, they were having, I don't know how it is now, like currently, but I know when me and Amaryllis had our kids, it was more so like you have the baby, you stay for a night. Well, we both had our babies in the morning, so I could speak from that perspective. So we had our baby in the morning. We stayed in the hospital all day, slept there for one night, and then went home the next day, basically. But then again, we were there from the night before. Yeah, we were there for 2 nights.
Technically, yeah.
But you're not changing your clothes.
Yeah, so when you're in labor, you're not changing your clothes.
Yeah.
after the baby's out, that they move you to like your permanent room on the mom and baby floor, then that's when like you finally get the chance to shower, to change.
I was dying to shower.
3 nights, but without the labor and all of that, it was 2. Yeah, because when I gave birth, that was my first night to change, and then the second night.
Yeah. So the biggest thing, okay, so let's try to go through the list. Actually, for fun, let me see if I still have the list I made for you.
Okay.
Really quick. So you had Milo. When was your baby shower? February?
Yeah, February 6th.
Dang, I have so many notes. Oh, right here. It's labeled Amaryllis' hospital bag. So I have, okay. So this is not in order, but try to keep up, write it down as you go. If you guys want to take this list with you. I put down fuzzy socks because I like to be I need my feet cozy because I'm always cold, so I'm always wearing socks until I go to sleep and I'm like under the covers.
That's how I am. And I like the fuzzy socks better than regular socks.
Yeah.
Like they give like that cushion while walking around.
Yeah. Like literally I'm always wearing fuzzy socks.
Yeah, like they're so soft and comfy.
Yeah. And then the only thing about my fuzzy socks that I didn't like is when they start getting loose. When I was in bed in labor, like you're moving around a lot, they started like sliding down and I was like, yo, I swear to God.
You wasn't in labor?
Yeah, I had packed a couple.
My socks off. No.
Oh yeah. It was because I had to keep getting up to pee.
Like, no.
I had to keep getting up to use the bathroom. And I mean I had my slippers, but I still didn't want to be cold. The room was cold, even though I was hot from labor. My hands and my feet get cold.
Girl.
So shower shoes for when you go into the postpartum ward, you want to wear some sandals in that shower because it's a hospital shower. Get some little thong flip-flops from Old Navy, some old slides that you have, whatever, some little slides from Walmart that are $3, whatever you need. I recommend that, please. A nursing bra, which I had already bought a lot when I was pregnant to give myself the extra room to grow because my sports bras that I wore previously obviously didn't fit because my boobs were like 4 times the damn size. I put Tylenol on there, but that goes with your preference. I had saw a video that said, obviously we ain't all rich and, not everybody has Medicaid or insurance or whatever. And some people have to pay their hospital bill. And, you're going to ask for ibuprofen, or well, they can't give you ibuprofen, but Tylenol if you're in pain after labor, like for back pain, whatever pain that you're having. And obviously you're paying for each pill that they're giving you. It's not free. It's not included in the cost.
Right.
Obviously that's something that you would have to tell your doctor. Not saying bring Tylenol with you, but if you want, like, that's your business. Disclaimer, don't sue me if you take it. Like, I'm just saying I put that in my bag in case I wanted to use that. But I did only use the pills the hospital gave me. Yeah. I put a washcloth on there, or the reason why I didn't I usually use washcloths, and then I switched to a loofah like in the past year. But I say a washcloth because that's easier to pack and put away instead of a soaking loofah. Like, you're gonna have to put that in a plastic bag, whatever. Washcloth for the shower, headphones for when you're in labor, or when you're chilling in your room afterwards, whatever the case is, or when you're on the phone and you don't want to wake the baby up because everybody's loud and excited. Yeah. But oh, this is so funny. I put in here, I was like, I didn't even put this in your hospital bag, actually. But I wrote down note telling to add Jamal's clothes and outfit and pajamas and go home outfit. So that I put slippers on there to walk around the hospital room with and around the ward or whatever you're doing. A pajama. I got our pajamas from Target because they were so fucking comfy. They were like
soft material.
Yeah, like the mom pajamas.
Not
like feel like a
soft, like a soft cotton.
Yeah, they were so cute. Yeah. I still have my pajama and it's so comfortable.
And what I loved about it was that it was like the top was a button-up one. Well, first of all, the pants, they were like the stretchy. They're soft and they're real stretchy. So, after labor, you don't want nothing tight against your skin. No. And the top was a short sleeve button-down pajama shirt. And those are the best because if you are someone that's going to breastfeed your baby, all you have to do is take down like 2 or 3 buttons. It's so easy. Like instead of a regular shirt where, you got to pick it up and all of that. Yeah. And it was, and it was comfy. So yeah.
And literally the buttons, it's not like you have to do so much to get the buttons off. You just one click and it's flipped. Yeah, it's perfect. And also, they sell nursing pajamas if you prefer pajamas like that. Whatever pajama you want that you're comfortable in, girl, get it. It doesn't matter. It's your preference. I put toothbrushes on there so you don't accidentally leave your own toothbrush from your house. So I went to Walmart or Target and got Emerald syndrome are little dolly toothbrushes that you could just throw out when you're done, whatever. Nipple cream, the nipple cream that we told you about in our last video, we can link it again on this one. You're gonna want that because they can provide some type of nipple ointment, which is usually it's like lanolin or I forget the name of the brand. It's like Lanasil or lanolin or something like that. And it's in a purple packaging, and they give you the little. It's just a little packet that you rip open. You use a little bit, you put it on. But I didn't like the texture of it, and I just brought my own, so I was fine. A long ass charger, like a long charger like this that I accidentally stole from Marcus, but that's a different story. Hopefully he's not watching and he doesn't remember it. But because the plugs, like you have to think about it, it's not like a plug right by your bed in your house. There's a plug behind you on the wall of your bed or across the room.
Texting her on the phone like this.
Exactly. When you're in labor, nobody wants to do that, so no. Snacks like little chips, granola bars, whatever you can snack on during labor or your partner can snack on during labor, and bring dollars or coins for vending machines. So that if you guys want a snack or something, what?
Bring dollars and coins, but don't panic if you didn't bring that, because I know we have brought dollars and change in case, but the hospital that I gave birth at, they had the vending machines that you can swipe your debit card or you can tap. So like, okay. So don't panic if you don't have it. Sometimes some vending machines nowadays have the Apple Pay or swipe your card.
Yeah. And don't forget your wallet. Speaking of debit card, you need your ID. The both of you need your ID. Whoever's sleeping there needs their ID. I'm pretty sure whoever is visiting might need their ID. I didn't need my ID when I went to visit Erica, but you never know different hospitals' policies, and you never know what nurse you walk into that is gonna, well, not in a bad way, because obviously it's for the baby safety, because people try to walk off with random babies, but then the list isn't too much longer. I got like 6 more things. I put shampoo and conditioner just in case you freaking are sweating during labor and you don't want to feel gross when you finally go take your shower. Obviously soap. I put briefs because I like wearing men's underwear so when I used to use, this is going to be a little TMI period talk, but when I used to use a pad, I would, wear my regular bikini type panties, regular underwear, have my pad on, of course. And no matter what I was wearing, jeans, leggings, whatever, I'm always wearing those tight, like, the tight briefs. I don't really know what they're called.
Yeah.
But the ones that aren't cotton, that they're like a compression type material, just because the extra security. So obviously when you're in your pajamas, they're probably not going to be tight pajamas unless those are the ones you chose. But I put that in my bag so I can wear that so I can feel secure with the hospital pad. And the hospital pad is ginormous. Yeah. So, and then you wear like a cooling pack. Yeah, like she thick. So yeah. Then I put underwear on there and like, your granny panties, whatever. Right. You wearing pads instead you just
bikini thongs, like just go ahead and put granny panties.
Yeah. Pull out your granny panties. Yeah. And then toothpaste, little travel toothpaste, deodorant, lotion, or whatever you moisturize with, oils, anything. I put Aquaphor too because I like to put that on my lips. And I've packed pads just in case. Obviously, the hospital supplies you with more than enough, but I just put it just in case. So yeah, that's the whole list.
Heads up, if you're
for the women's bag.
If you don't want to buy, I would say hold off on buying a whole bunch of pads too, because, I don't know if it was just maybe the nurse that I had, but she, like, I didn't even have to ask. She had made a big ass bag full of pads, what are they called? The ones that they get cold.
The ice packs.
The ice packs.
Those were the best.
She gave me a whole bunch of those like Pampers that you wear afterwards, like little Pamper shorts.
Yeah, the diapers.
Yeah, like the diapers. So I would say hold off until maybe that, because their pads are so much better for the amount of hemorrhaging you're going to be doing when, right after labor. And then you get the ice packs too that you get to wear down there as well. So,
and you can also actually we've tagged her also on another video. I'll have us put it in the description along with the nipple cream in case you guys missed that one. But there's a lady on YouTube. Forgive me if I'm messing up her name, but I'm pretty sure her name is Bridget Tyler, and she's a doula and a whole bunch of stuff. But she shows you how you can make your own ice packs at home in case you run out of hospital ice packs when you get home, and they're sterile, like they're clean, because you don't want to put anything down there that's not clean. Right. And one more tip that I would say is when you come home, if you're changing on the toilet, like changing your pads or your diaper, whatever. Anyways, I'll just keep it going. If you drop it on the floor, just throw it out and get a new one because you don't want any germs on it.
Open wound.
Yeah.
So any little thing you can get infected, like anything.
Yeah.
Those who get stitches don't like try to feel your stitches, like like just try to stay as like clean as possible down there. Make sure you're changing your pads every so often because you don't want to sit. You're bleeding a lot, so you don't want to sit in your blood that's the pad for say like 3-4 hours. Like you want to be changing it frequently.
Yeah. And I didn't have a peri bottle and different sprays that you can use for the pain on there because I knew the hospital provides a peri bottle. You can always buy one before you even go to the hospital, so you have one at the house. Like I know the Freedom Mom brand sells an entire postpartum kit.
And they sell some of the stuff individually too. So if you don't want to spend $60 for a kit, they sell things individually. Which brand is like I've used some things for like to help with breastfeeding. Their brand with the things that I use are really good.
Okay. Yeah. Have you ever used that unrelated, but the thing that sucks the stuff out the baby's nose?
Yeah, the
tube one.
You put one part in your mouth. Yeah, that works.
You have that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that works.
I never tried that.
Do you have one?
I had the squeezy thing, but I'll either like suck them out or like I'll blow into Kaya's mouth and then the boogers.
Like about that squeezy one is like I can never really tell like if I got it out. Yeah. So I actually like the Freedom Mom one because that one you can like as you're sucking your end while the other end is in their nose, you can see like the booger, like the mucus getting pulled out and it goes all the way up. And obviously for those that it might sound disgusting, but there's something that blocks. So when you're sucking, the booger's not gonna fly into your mouth. Like there's something that blocks. So that's all. Because when I first was doing it, Jamal was like, "Be careful, you don't get the booger in your mouth." Like there's something that blocks right there.
No, I remember one time Kaya was laying on the sofa, right? Like just laying on his back. We're chilling. I'm like playing with him. He's actually still up. We're playing, like I'm talking to him, and then he started going, like he couldn't breathe. And babies, they don't know how to mouth breathe when they're that small. So I saw him go like 4 times in a row, and I freaking like almost panicked. But you go into mommy mode, and I freaking sucked his boogers out. And first of all, I never tasted a booger in my life until that moment. And I was like I wiped it off my tongue immediately, but then I picked them up. And he was fine. Like I got it all out. Trust me.
But at that time, you're like, who cares about how the booger tastes? Like,
no. But then I learned a different method where you could just blow into their mouth, and it blows all the boogers out. Okay. And they're not gonna like it, and they're gonna cry. But once they realize, I could breathe again, they're gonna be fine.
Right, exactly.
Your baby's gonna cry. The only thing I was gonna say about the rest of the list for the moms is to what's it called? I don't know if you have experience with it, but I know they do the peri bottle and they have like some sprays that you can do for the pain. Those you would have to ask your doctor what they recommend or what they think, or YouTube it and go to it with your doctor and be like, would you recommend these items? Because I didn't use those things.
I didn't use a spray, but I would even say don't even like go for somebody else's recommendation. Just ask ahead of time.
Yeah.
Like I said, you want to be so careful with what you're doing and what you're putting down there that any little thing can cause any type of reaction. So I would say if you're already pregnant and you're going to your prenatal visits, maybe closer to, just ask, like, if you do
Yeah.
have pain, what are some sprays they could recommend? You'd rather get a doctor's recommendation.
Yeah.
But
And also, if you're a pregnant mom who um, suffers from having hemorrhoids, also ask your doctor what you can put down there and what you can't, because all that ends up smearing together. We don't want no issues, like you don't want to end up hurting yourself. But yeah. Now that was for the moms, and that's like the list of the gods. You're welcome. I hope you pack all those things because you're gonna need it and it's gonna help you out so much
while watching.
Yeah, but go ahead and tell them what you would pack for baby and dad.
So what I packed so I'll start with dad. So for Jamal, I had packed, so Nicole packed, like, our toothbrushes, lotion. She gave like the little deodorant, toothpaste, everything, like any type of hygienic stuff she had packed. So it made no sense for me to pack the same thing for Jamal. So, we shared, obviously we had two different toothbrushes, but
yeah, they got two separate ones.
Yeah, all the other stuff we shared.
Two different colors.
The deodorant, it was regular Dove, I think it was. We shared that. Lotion, we shared. Um, she gave us like 3 different chapsticks. So like all the hygienic stuff we shared. Yeah. For him, I packed him a pajama, which Jamal gets cold fast. So like his pajama, I had packed like one of like those, like a pair of sweatpants he would wear in the house, not like going out, but like a pair of sweatpants he would wear in the house with a long sleeve t-shirt. And then I packed 2 long sleeve t-shirts because I didn't know how many days we were going to be there. So in case we would stay a second night, he had another t-shirt to put on. And then I packed him a come home outfit. Packed him socks. I packed him underwear. In his bag, we packed our tripod because we wanted to take pictures in there.
Oh yeah, we had packed that also. Yeah.
Yeah. I packed him like the wife beater shirts that he likes to wear under his shirts. I packed him a blanket because I didn't know like what the hospital would supply as far as like comfort for him.
Wait, can I cut you off one more time? Mm-hmm. One thing I forgot to write on the list was a towel because I didn't buy you guys a towel, but
I had packed us towels.
Yeah, we had brought our own towels. So, because the hospital towels, it's a hospital towel. Aside from that, because I'm like a mini germaphobe, it's thin as fuck. It's not drying anything. So, like, I just packed our own towel. What
I had did, dang, what was I saying?
Sorry, you said that you brought him a blanket.
So I had brought like a blanket, and it was like like we like the fuzzy blankets. So it was one of those that I packed, and just to let everybody know, everything that we literally packed, as far as in like the hygienic stuff, the blanket, towels, like we left there.
Yeah.
Like the hospital even called me like 2 hours later, and they were like, you and your husband left such and such. Do you want us to hold these so you can come pick it up? Mm-hmm. But anyway, so I packed a blanket. I packed 2 towels, one for him, one for me. And then when we were in the hospital, I had requested if they can bring us some towels, but those I had put on the floor in the bathroom because even though, I was just so iffy. I was like, I don't really want to, and obviously I had sandals, like my fuzzy socks, but I was like, I just want the whole floor just covered.
Yeah.
And then obviously, like, when I step out of the shower with my slippers on, let's be realistic. You got to step out of the sandals to dry your feet and put your socks. So I felt more comfortable with the towels on the floor.
Yeah.
I believe that was it in Jamal's bag. And I packed a hoodie in his bag in case, like, if he was cold at night or during the day or whatever, he could have a hoodie.
Yeah.
For that, I think that was it for Jamal's bag. For Milo's bag, I packed like 2 receiving blankets. I packed his baby coat because Milo was born in February, so we were still like in the cold months. I packed like 4 different outfits, but what I did, I packed like 2 newborn, and then it was like 2 0 to 3, because sometimes your baby might come out fitting right into newborn, but depending their weight, they might fit right into 0 to 3. The 0 to 3 might fit a little bit big, but some babies are, like say if well, Milo was 7'12", so his newborn outfits have fit, but he didn't have like OD room in them.
Yeah.
So
And also remember with that, um, some babies come out even smaller, and your baby's wearing preemie, and they're not even preemie.
mm-hmm.
So yeah.
What else did I pack? I packed like one of those like quilts for him. Um,
You probably packed your own receiving blanket.
Yeah, I said that. I said 2 receiving blankets. I packed like 2 or 3 hats, which like it was like the matching outfits to it. Um, I had packed a pair of mittens. Um,
Probably some socks.
yeah, I packed socks for him. I packed some bibs.
Yeah.
I packed like 2 or 3 diapers. I know that obviously the hospital, they give you diapers, but I didn't know like how the ride home would be, like if he would have an accident or something. So I want to say 2, at most 3, not really that many. I packed a pack of wipes in there just in case. Like I said, obviously you need wipes. I think that was it for Milo.
It sounds about right.
Yeah, and as far as for the car, like, so when we had our baby shower, it was February 6th. Nicole, everything that she bought for my bag, literally like that next day, we set up like his whole room. Everything in the baby shower, like we unpacked it. That week after the baby shower, because his baby shower was a Saturday, so Sunday we unpacked and finished his whole room. So that week after, I went ahead and actually like put all of the stuff you gave me into like my duffel bag. Went ahead and packed like my coming home outfit. Um, did the same thing for Jamal. We packed his bag. We packed the baby's bag. We went ahead and set the car seat up, because if you don't know, you need to have the car seat set up, and they will make you bring the car seat inside to get the baby when you're getting checked out, and they'll watch you put the baby inside the car seat. So your car seat has to be set up. So like our car seat had a dock, so we set up the dock, we set up the car seat. Obviously the car seat came inside, when we were checking out. But then once you go back to your car, all you have to do is clip it back in, and then put just make sure the baby's strapped in correctly. We had Go ahead.
I was well, okay. So I was gonna say some hospitals don't do that. I was given that notion that I mean, obviously we had
hospital did.
Yeah, but some hospitals, I would say that's lazy of them not to do that. But my hospital I mean, they roll you out in your wheelchair to your car. I had Kaya in my arms. Like I could have brought Kaya in the car and just sat there with him, or I could have put him in the backseat in the seatbelt, and they wouldn't have even known, which is messed up for the baby safety.
Yeah.
But yeah. But please, y'all, just make sure you have a car seat for your baby.
Right.
And make sure you put it in correctly.
Yeah, our hospital, like they made sure, like even like when Jamal brought the car seat inside, she showed us like and you think like, it's common sense, but there's a specific way you should strap the baby in. That way, if God forbid there was an accident, they don't get what's that? The strap right here, like it can lock up the chest
or they can literally fly forward, their neck could snap or something. They could probably fly out. That's the thing. That's why I'm so dead on the babies being strapped tight, not kill me tight, but
the right way,
tight enough. And the baby strap is supposed to be to their armpits. Just make sure your baby is snug in that car seat for safety reasons. Because it's just so scary at the thought, God forbid you get in an accident, we all survive. Well, not we, I don't want to bring us into it, but the people all survive, and then the baby's the only one that lost their life. That's the scariest shit in the world. No.
Another thing we had set up was we had gotten the car mirror. So that's in the car, and that goes, if you don't know, it straps in right on the headrest. That's directly in front of the baby. and you just angle it to whatever helps you see the baby from. Most of the time, it's for the driver. So
Yeah.
how the driver is set up, where they have their rear view mirror, that's what you would look at the baby, not look back. You use the rear view mirror, so you just angle that. And obviously, it might be off from how you use it to drive. So if you ever want to look at the baby, just adjust it to look and adjust it back to however you need it to drive. And then we also had gotten the blinds for the car window. That way, in case like that the sun doesn't, get in his eyes. Even though you could pull the flap from the car seat, we were just extra.
That doesn't even always help because the sun can be in the back window and then your baby's like.
Exactly.
No, when we had bought my car, the lady that we bought it from, it was a lady, her mother, and her child, the lady's kid, right? I think it was a little boy, and he probably was like Junie's age. So I get out the car with from grabbing Kaya so I can go look at the car too, and she's like, she's trying to sell us on it, right? But like, not in no like this car is a piece of shit, like buy it, let me tell you all the good shit about it. But like, she was like, oh look, and mom, you don't have to buy one of those shades for the car because look, and then in my car you could press a button and all the shades in the back go up, like the baby shades, and even on the back window. And I was like, oh shit, that's so clutch. I've never seen a car just do that. I've always seen people like buy the stick.
Car had that before too.
Oh, it did.
And it had the one for
the back window. Yeah, I thought that was so cool. So now every time we're driving, and I know Kaya's gonna be like, I just put it up, and then he's straight.
Another thing that we did even prior to putting everything in the car, Jamal had went and got the car detailed. That way, everything can be sanitized, everything can be wiped down and vacuumed, sprayed Lysol in there. And then he went ahead and hooked everything up in the car. So, I mean, the car part is a little easy. There's not much stuff. And it's more of like, besides the car seat and the dock, it's more of a preference on what you would like in the car. I wouldn't really recommend, well, I mean, it's up to you, whatever you want to have in your trunk. But I wouldn't highly recommend you to have the stroller that day, because most of the time, especially with COVID, I know with me, I came straight home.
Yeah. So, and usually
I would really say like drop around with the stroller just because it'll take up space in the trunk. But like I said, to each their own, however you want to do it. But we didn't bring our stroller. There's no need to. Even when you do have to bring the car seat inside of the hospital, when you strap the baby in, there's a spot on the wheelchair that, well, I don't know if yours is like it. So ours, it's not a regular wheelchair. It's like a wheelchair, but then there's like a whole dock behind you. And they sit the car seat right on top of that dock, and then the nurse is like right behind the dock fishing. So yeah, so you don't even have to worry about like, oh well, how the car seat's gonna get outside. Like no one's carrying it. There's
or like I'm holding it. What if we hit something and like they slip? Yeah. I got the whole car.
You're in a wheelchair, but then like there's like a whole dock thing that's over it, and then right behind you, the baby sits with the car seat. So yeah, that was pretty cool. So
that's a good idea.
Yeah, I would say don't even bother packing the car. I mean, packing the car seat, not the stroller.
Yeah. Yes, the car seat. One more little thing for people who have never dealt with car seats. When you're installing your car seat, obviously, if you can't, read the instructions. If you're a person that doesn't read the instructions, okay, cool. But take this tip with you. And most car seats now, well, actually, I can't just say now. I don't know if they've always done this. It's my first kid. But most car seats have this little like level on the side that shows you if you have it adjusted the right way. Because you don't just want the baby laying flat, like all the way back. And you definitely don't want them just sitting up straight in an upright position. Because there's always the chance of asphyxiation, which is when your baby is like this and then they can't breathe and you wouldn't even notice, So just make sure when you're putting in that car seat that level is at the right part, and all the instructions are literally on the side. Yeah. And if you don't want to mess up your seats from, the imprint of the car seat, and if you don't have a base, like the dock that you were talking about, they sell like these little slips that you can put right on the chair. Yeah. In case you guys didn't know. Yeah. And they sell those like right in Walmart, anywhere that they got baby car stuff, car supplies. So yeah. I'm about to get to the stage where I got to get something to protect the back seat from his little feet kicking on it. Because now his car seat's you know, he's in the bigger car seat and it's reversed. But I love that he's in that chair now because I can see him.
Yeah.
You know, like even when I was in the passenger seat, I couldn't really see him.
Yeah.
When I'm looking back.
Because Milo, like, his car seat's getting a little tight. And it's extremely tight when he got like a jacket or coat on.
That's the other thing I wanted to say. You're not supposed to put your baby in the car seat with a coat on. Okay. That's something I just learned, but it's because even though it looks snug and safe, like accidents can happen. God forbid you were in an accident. Mm-hmm. So yeah, you're supposedly not supposed to put them in the car with the coat. But if you want to ask your doctor, you ask your doctor. And also, since
so stupid too, because it's like if it's cold outside, then to bring them in the car, take off their coat, like
an extra 10 minutes of adjusting him and breaking your fucking back. I know.
You got the heat on in there, like blasted, because they can get sick.
And since you said he's getting snug, you know he's already big. So you might want to ask him. I mean, let's be real.
I'm gonna
ask her about the weight and her car seat recommendations. Because also when they're long enough to start kicking, yeah, do it. Ask her about. Well, when you find out his weight, ask her car seat recommendations. Because what I started realizing with Kaya, aside from also knowing his weight and knowing that he needed to be switched out, was that while we were driving, he was kicking the backside of the seat and it would shift his car seat. Oh. So, you know, that's obviously not safe. So that's when me and Malik looked at it one day and we were like, yo, this whole shit moved. Like, we got to go ahead and pull the new car seat out of the closet because. Right. So, yeah. I'm trying to think if there was any other tips. I don't know, for the people worried about what they're going to be eating after delivery, maybe call your hospital and ask what type of food they be having. My hospital, thankfully, they had decent food. They had some good ass grits. I'm gonna tell you that. One thing they had were some good ass grits. I didn't get to try their regular food because, you know, Malik and I don't eat, and Kaya, but he wasn't eating that. We don't eat meat. So the nurse not the nurse, the lady that would bring the trays was bringing us like these little microwave foods that were veggie foods. And those shits were good as fuck. But even after labor, I was like, yo, we're in the city, like we have to order mangoes. Like, so we Uber eat some mangoes. Oh my God, that shit hit. We had the whole fucking room smelling like Jamaican food. And then the lady walked in, she was like, what are y'all eating? She was like, it smells so good. I was like, yeah.
Oh, another thing which I just remembered, in Jamal's bag too, I packed him a pair of slides for the shower too. So.
And I'm glad you brought up something that you missed. You just made me think of it. We also packed the laptop for like watching movies. Like if you have a laptop, iPad, whatever you have to watch movies on, pass the time. Because that's what I was doing when I was in like those first dreadful long ass hours of labor where I was still okay and I wasn't feeling anything. That's what I was doing. I was watching like some serial killer shit.
I didn't think of the laptop, but when we were there, our hospital, they had like the cable or whatever.
Yeah.
We literally watched Martin, like they were given like all episodes of Martin. Uh-huh. But we were watching Martin. Then it went to like obviously different times of the day. Then it was My Wife and Kids, Fresh Prince, and at one point we were even watching Sister.
But she's playing that on cable? Yeah. You play that on cable? What the heck? I didn't know that.
I don't know what channel, but you know the hospital has like basic channels. They have like 12 channels. Like
after
Paul and I were in there cracking up.
Yeah, after I got to the point where like I was like, okay, now I'm starting to feel things. Like I didn't want to be watching TV. Like I'm trying to be in like this is the first time I do this. I watch TV all day. I'm not
TV though. When it's hard to even focus on the TV though. Like once your labor like starts to like get enhanced, it's hard to even focus. I didn't even want my phone. Like I had told Jamal, I was like, here, just take my phone, put it in wire bags or something. And even him, because like, you know, obviously with COVID, he was the only one allowed in the room. So, you know, like my mom's calling a check-in, like everyone wants an update, make sure everything's okay, see like what progression was made. at one point I was like, look, don't answer the phone. Like just
Yeah.
answer the phone for a few minutes because I do not want to talk right now.
Yeah. I knew so little preface for this part, but when me and Emerald were kids and teenagers and everything in between, I don't know what it was. I don't know what type of chokehold this movie had us in, but we used to watch Big Daddy with Adam Sandler every single night together.
Yeah.
Go to sleep together, wake up the next day, go to school, go to sleep, watch Big Daddy every single day. That to the point that we know every single word in that damn movie. So, like I was saying, even when I wasn't really in pain yet, I just didn't want to be on my phone because as a society, we're all on our phones all day long. Yeah. Like this is my first time in labor. Like I'm trying to actually experience this whole thing, like feel everything, like see what's happening, be in tune with myself, like try to stay calm, try to do everything that I was practicing for. And then finally, when I was in pain, I obviously still was not on my phone for like Malik was the one answering my entire family's group texts and random texts and phone calls. Yeah. So I knew that my labor was getting bad when you have the little remote and that's what you hear the volume for the TV on. And it's like sitting right there, like by your head or by your hip. Yeah. And Big Daddy is on. And I was really like, Malik, we just need to turn this shit off because there's no way I'm listening to fucking jokes right now. Like, like I was so irritated by that movie in that second. I was just like, yeah, let's just turn it off before I get like a fucking attitude here. Cause I was calm. I didn't have no attitude. Well, at least I think I don't. You would have to ask me. But I was
labor pretty well too. Like even I'd be asking John, he'd be like, no, you did. Like I thought I was gonna, well, from the way it was always explained to me, like I thought I was gonna be like innocent or like being like, a bitch. Yeah. So like, no, he was like, no, like you didn't like you weren't rude or nothing.
That's the thing, the way like labor is described in movies or portrayed and depicted in movies is not always true. Cause I was expecting to be pushing and be like, ah, and I was just like pushing. Well, that's not my pushing phase, but that's the only phase I can think of right now. Like just pushing and then breathing and pushing.
Yeah, when I was pushing, there was like a split second where like I squealed, but it's like you're pushing so hard that you let
you're like
sound.
Yeah.
No, like in the movies they'd be like, get this baby out of me.
Yeah. Screaming like that was not the case for, and I was so proud of myself.
Experience that much pain, they do react like that, but that wasn't the reaction.
Yeah, and that's not how everybody reacts, That's my whole point of saying, like, the way you see it on TV is scary. Yeah. Not everybody acts like that. So don't assume that you might act like that, or don't assume that you won't act like that. You just never know how you're going to act. Yeah. But don't think that because they were screaming in the movie, don't get scared and be like, oh my God, like I'm screaming like that, right. Yelling at everybody. Like, also, I mean, you labor the way you want to labor. It's your labor. I really don't care as long as you guys are safe at the end. And during. But like doing that also causes your body more stress and the baby more stress because you're going through all those emotions. Trying to stay as calm as you can and breathing through it. It's easy to say. It's different in practice, but it's something that might be possible for you. So always consider that when you start feeling overwhelmed. Yeah. But I think I'm trying to think if we missed anything about, well, the bags were simple.
Yeah.
I just pray y'all have a nurse that you love, a doctor that's, is good. We got to make our video about our labor stories. We should do that one next.
We'll do that next. Yeah.
Since we just did the hospital bag. We'll do that one next for you guys because, girl, mine is a story. It ends well, but a freaking mission, an adventure, like the rest of my life.
Yeah. Why not your labor?
You said what?
I said, why not your labor?
I know, exactly. Like, no, I can't have nothing.
Right.
But I'm telling you that list is key. And write down everything, add the towels in there because I did not add that. You're not going to really need a baby towel because you're not personally giving the baby a bath. But other than that, that list came from the gods, okay? Make sure you have all that stuff. Make sure you're prepared when you go home. Yeah. Make sure you buy extra granny panties.
Yeah.
Make sure you have nursing bras and underwear, comfortable underwear to be able to wear your pads in for your healing process and all that.
Yeah.
And that's kind of make sure you have the car prep, like we already said. But I think that's all the prepping for your personal needs that you kind of need before you get home with the baby. Other than the essentials for taking care of a baby, like whatever you have at your house. But yeah. Oh, and maybe if you want, bring your own jug of water. I mean, they give you the whole plastic one, but if you're more comfortable using the water bottle you're comfortable with, that, I mean, it's your preference. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I guess that's it, guys. I'm ugly. I'm in that voice.
Well, let us know if this video helped you. Take notes while you're watching if you are currently pregnant. Like, share, subscribe, follow us on social media. And let us know your labor experiences, what you packed in your bag, what you wish you would have packed. And our next episode will be our labor stories.
Yeah, we'll do that one next for sure. Okay, and if we missed anything in the comments, if we missed anything in the video, in the comments, let us know so that you can help out other people watching. And we'll be sure to put the nipple cream stuff in the comments, the link for it on Amazon. It's only like $8, I think, and I barely went through half of it breastfeeding for a year.
I still have it.
And I used it random times for my lips when I couldn't move anywhere, and I had it right there. Always, I was constantly rubbing them on. Yeah, and then it's even good for baby. You know, if you want to put that on their lips, they get dry lips when they're first breastfeeding, which I didn't know until I went through it. And you can put that on their lips, whatever, little dry patches, whatever. So yeah, and I'm sure the hospital probably provides something for their butt if they end up having a rash in those couple days. If they don't, just throw that in the baby bag. You probably already have it. I use Aquaphor or coconut oil. Coconut oil actually works so freaking well for that. But yeah, I think that's it. Well, yeah. Let us know what you think in the comments.
All right. Thank you.
In the DMs, in the email. Love you guys. Bye. Good luck.
Bye.